A typical day in the NICU would begin with handover from the night team to the day team, and they'll go around the unit and discuss the things that have happened with the babies overnight and update the team that's coming on for the day about the things that have happened, how they've managed it, what's outstanding to still be followed up on, and what other ideas they may have had about next steps. After that, the formal round process begins at the bedside, and the neonatologist is joined by the charge nurse, the bedside nurse, our respiratory therapists, our medical team, which may include the clinical associate, residents, and even off-service residents. Sometimes we even have medical students who are joining us, and our ancillary staff, the social workers and the dietitians, will join us as well. Social work and speech and language often just pop in on babies that they're actually involved in and needing to make a plan for on that day. But the rest of the team is at the bedside, and we invite the families to join us.
So they said it would be a regular audiology, so I was thought, like, why not do it now?
Oh, sure.
And then that one, she's not getting two
In one day.
one thing.
We're now 3,334 grams.
Yeah. Wow. Almost 6 times her birthday.
Yeah. Hey?
That's a lot.
That is a lot. There's so much more baby here now. Hey? Yes, are you going to come see me for a minute? We'll have a little cuddle. Yeah, okay. So Penelope has had an amazing journey with us in the NICU. She's been with us since mid-November. So she was what we would call an extreme prem. So she was born at 24 weeks of gestation, which is getting down to the edge of viability, of course. So she's had a number of complications throughout her course, with the lungs being premature and having required a significant amount of ventilator support early on, and issues with chronic lung disease and feeding intolerance, and that's been a really big part of Penelope's journey. So she's been with us for over 150 days now, and she's actually getting ready to graduate soon. We're getting close. We really are. I think we could talk about it a bit. So really, if we got her eyes done next week, I would think you could potentially go home if she keeps behaving the way that she's been behaving after her eyes. As you know, they sometimes like to act up when they get their eyes done, but she's... And we'll of course see you in the NIC follow-up clinic.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. Good stuff.
Yeah, she's really pulled herself together, which is great.
She certainly has.
Yep.
Right?
It's been a long road for you.
It has. We're ready to end it though. Right? Just a new road.
Yep.
And home.
What a big girl she is now. Hey?
30 miles old.
Wow.
We're excited.
I'm excited for you. It's a journey. It really is a journey, and it's a privilege to be part of the journey. And, a lot of these babies have days where they almost don't make it, and that's an emotional day for everybody. It's emotional for the parents, it's emotional for the staff. I think what makes me proudest about the NICU is the team. Everybody has their own area of expertise, and they have their own experiences, and to bring that to the table to try to make the best outcome for the baby possible, I think is a really remarkable thing. So I think the video equipment and the money that's been raised by Bloom to purchase it is really going to put us on the cutting edge of neonatology. And I think the thing that will be the most meaningful for that is for families who can't be here, right? There's sometimes situations whereby parents can't be at the bedside every day. Maybe they have other kids at home. Maybe mom isn't well, maybe grandpa died. There's any number of reasons that families can't be here. Some of our families actually live in remote communities where they have to go home and look after the other kids as well. So I think the biggest thing that it will do is allow those families to be able to see their babies and to still be able to interact with the NICU team in a really meaningful way. They'll be able to participate in rounds, right? And they might not have been able to do that otherwise. And I think the other thing that will be really useful is, there's a lot of times when parents are very anxious about their baby, and then if they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, instead of just having to phone, they'll be able to call in on the video equipment and see their baby, right? Because it's one thing to have somebody say, yes, your baby is fine. It's entirely something else to see that, yes, your baby is fine. I think that what we need to tell the donors who have supported the NICU over the years and who will hopefully continue to support us over the coming years is a huge thank you. Right? It's a beautiful thing to help a child grow and blossom. And I know I keep using that phrase, but it really is a beautiful thing, and we can't do it to the level that we want to be able to do it without their support.